Chapter 4. In pursuit of an evil army.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamech. For some reason I keep on saying SteamWorld Heist, but anyway, welcome back to another episode of SteamWorld, oh my gosh, SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamech. If I could give it my intro, please. In the last episode, we fended off Queen Drillbee as we were trying to look for the guild heroes, and in this episode, we're gonna be... What are we gonna be doing? I actually forgot. Oh no, we're trying to look for the guild heroes. Now I remember. Anyway. Look at the tracks. They must have come this way. Alright, let's get into it then. Oh my god. I don't know why this title is like so hard for me to say for some reason though. But anyway, right at the beginning we already get our shop. And we might as well get into the new card she introduces. So let's get started. For Armory, we have Execute, which is a physical attack that does more damage if the enemy's below 30% health. If Galileo attacks beforehand, or uses a card beforehand, then it has a chance of instantly scrapping a non-boss. It's just an instant KO sort of thing. Moving on to Copernicus, she has Cold Feet, which lowers all foes' frost defense by one stage. And then you have Dispel, which removes all positive buffs on an enemy. Finally, for Galileo, we have Quick Fix, which will heal an ally and can cure poison, bleed, and burn. And we also have Tinker, which grants all allies a random buff and all enemies a random debuff. In terms of these cards, nothing's really tickling my fancy, really. I'm not sure if this is... I'm not sure, except for maybe Intercept, which is from the last mission. I'm not sure if I really want to get any of these. But we now unlock weapons for the characters. Or did we do that in the last one? No, we're just unlocking weapons for our characters, and we also have more accessories. So we have Thunder Wave for Copernicus, which is a storm magic attack that has a chance of inflicting paralysis. We have Water Jet for Galileo, which is a frost magic attack, and just that. And will also do more damage if they already have a weakness on them. And then we have Serratus, which gives Armly Lacerate, which is a weak physical attack, but can inflict bleed on an opponent. I'll explain the status conditions when they become a bit more relevant, though. I'm not sure. Okay, I definitely don't want to replace Barrier Field, because I feel it's so better by comparison. Hydro Gloves, I may consider. Serrated Broadsword, I may also consider. I think Serrated Broadsword is going to take... You know, I think I'm going to get this one now. Oh, let me think. Serrated Broadsword or Water Jet. Now, I'm going to go with Serrated Broadsword just because being able to inflict bleed I feel is too good. But anyway... For our first chest, we want to come up here and fight this guy. And we have a new enemy, though. We have the... Sorry, one second. And the barrier... There we go. Okay. We have the Corsar? I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, because it's spelled C-O-R-S-A-R, so Corsar is my best guess. Anyway, just a reminder that I'm going off of the bestie area of the game, so it has 950 health, 49 strength, 49 magic, and it's weak to arcane. It just used Warcry, which we already explained. Let's see here. Drop that. Okay then. We'll do this, I suppose. There we go. Well, anyway, so we're in Chapter 4 now, and I'm not gonna lie, Chapter 4 is probably one of my more least favorite chapters in the game. For one reason, it's because of the boss. At the end, I don't like the boss too much. And then, besides that, let's see here. So I don't like the boss too much. It's actually a pretty annoying boss, in my opinion. And aside from that... The chapter feels just a bit long for me. I mean, there are debatably longer chapters than this, but I don't know, this one just felt like it dragged a bit more for me. But some other, I guess, kind of random things to mention that I never had a chance to mention before is that we're going to use Victory, Brave Buster. There we go. Some other things to mention is I mentioned Scrapped a couple times. So basically, Scrapped is a KO in this game, and so when it comes to getting Scrapped, if everyone dies, then, you know, you're done for. But if you're Scrapped, you still get the experience. As long as the party survives, you can still get the experience if you're Scrapped. So you don't have to worry about, like, missing on experience because of that. And we leveled up, nice. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. We might as well go over the rest of his moves. So... oh, and there's the first two chests up here. Anyway. So the Corsair has Word Cry, which we already explained. Overhead Smash, which we already explained. And he also has Enraged, which I think is actually new. So basically, Enraged is a passive card that activates at 50% health, and it'll increase your strength by 3 stages. And another thing that he also has, that I think he actually did use it, is Tenacity, which raises all allies' defense by 2 stages. Right quickly with Galio, we got Super Soaker, which... it could be a reason why you want to get Water Jet, is because it's a frost magic attack that will lower an enemy's frost and storm defense. It's a good ability for later. Actually, I may want to switch some of it out now. We're going to put 2 of those in, actually. Because of an enemy that's actually going to be right beyond here, actually. So, let's attack these. Well, okay, these aren't the enemies, but they're also a new enemy, though. So, we're going to do this, and this, and this. There we go. So, we have the Red Cow. Red Cows have 330 health, 40 strength, 40 magic, resist fire, and are weak to arcane. And they already have, they have double stab like those other, I guess, minions before. But a new move that they have is Screech, which will lower the enemy's defense by 2 stages for, 3 turns, I believe. And you can see it definitely can do a number on the damage, because even though I put up a mana barrier. So let's see, I guess we might as well put up a new one then. There we go. So anyway, what Bleed does is, every time, if you're afflicted with Bleed, every time you attack, you'll take damage. And so that is something you want to keep in mind, because, you know, the damage could really rack up on you if you're not careful enough. Okay, let's see here. We'll do to Victory, Brave Buster, there we go. Oh, when it comes, I guess another thing to mention, when it comes to the Heroic Chain, the Heroic Chain card will be used on whoever was the last opponent you targeted, and if that opponent was KO'd, then it's random who will be affected by who they'll target with it, which I can't say I like too much. I prefer it if you actually had the choice, because you know, it's like, I don't see why you couldn't have just given us a choice in that matter. But anyway, punch, and there we go. But there is one more enemy coming up that also kind of drags his chapter down just a bit for me. I will say, when it comes to, like, my opinion of the game, I feel the latter 2/3 to a half of the game is better than the first third half. So, like, I guess if you ever, like, don't feel... so, like, if you ever get the game yourself and you don't feel... if you're not feeling the game too much, I would just say, like, kind of wait a bit longer, because the game may surprise you as it progresses, is what I'll say to that. So yeah, so that's why you may want to get Galio's Heroic Chain weapon, or the weapon with the Heroic Chain with Water Jet, because one great tactic is you can use Super Soaker to lower their frost defense, and then immediately follow up with Super Soaker, which will, use Super Soaker to lower their frost defense, and then have the Heroic Chain be Water Jet, so that way he'll do more damage. Pretty good tactic. Well, early on anyway, because later on, Galio is much better at focusing on being a tank, in my opinion. Okay then. Okay, that enemy in the background right there is... Oh gosh, I really don't like him that much. So, let me just set up right quickly. What do I want? Gosh. Let's see. Shield up. Okay, that'll work. So, we're gonna focus on that. So, we have a new enemy, Tomba. Or, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly because of the accent. But anyway, Tombas have 320 health, 20 strength, 20 magic, and are weak to frost. And as you can probably guess from the design, they're pretty much living bombs. And so every turn for the first 3 turns, they're going to be using Hardened Shell, which will raise their defense by 1 stage and will give them basically a bit of like a mana buff to them, like what Copernicus could do. And so once they reach once they get all 3 of their cogs filled, then they'll use Explode, which is a very powerful physical attack that will hit all your allies, so you obviously don't want to get hit by that. And so the reason why I don't like them that much is because they're just... When there's multiple of them on the field, it can be really hard to like manage trying to take all of them down. And we don't exactly have too many frost spells yet to be able to counteract their weakness. So that's just my beef with it. Let's see. Okay, I think we should be... Actually, I don't think I even need to use anything on them, because they should be taken down anyway, because of the bleed. Well, actually, no, that may not be true. We'll see. And, okay, good. I was kind of worried it was going to target the Tomba anyway. I mean, I guess kind of speaking of Tombas, I kind of would like if, Image and Form, I believe the company's called, who made this game, or the developer, rather. I would like if they could release, like, figurines from this game, because this game has some pretty cool models in it. Like, one reason why I love this game is because they were really creative when it came to designing character models, as well as, designing enemy models. I would totally get behind, like, heck, if they could even partner up with Nintendo, like, making an amiibo line. I could think of at least 1 or 2 characters that I would love, that would totally buy an amiibo for this game for. Who knows, maybe in the future. Okay. We're going to not do that. Okay, here we go. There we go, there we go. Oh, wait. We're going to do that, and there we go. I do enjoy the little bits of tactic that have to go into this game. You know, it's not a super complicated game, but it's nice to kind of like have to think about your movements just a bit to really maximize efficiency, pretty much. Okay, we're going to mint, and there we go. Like I said, you don't have to play 3 cards to be able to finish your turn. You can just prematurely end if you so wish. But there we go. And wow, we leveled up again. And 120 gold, okay. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hello? Yes, my child? We need a hand to get out, or rather, you need a hand to get out of that barrel? Just like King Algiron holds the planet together from its core, I hold our society together from this barrel. I'll take that as a... no. You didn't happen to see an army pass by here just a short while ago. I most certainly did. They were a bit loudmouth, but at least they had the decency to flip me around. You see, just as fate, I tend to gyrate, and there's only so many hours I can head down in this thing. Right. Yeah, they never really explain her either. It's like, you just kind of like have to take her character as it is. Like, yeah, that just happened, and your eyes didn't deceive you. Anyway, come up here for 2 more chests, and we get Electrolyze, which is one of my more favorite spells for Copernicus. Basically, it's a thunder magic attack, and when you use it, you get an extra redraw for the next turn. And Armally got Fire Bash, which is a physical attack that will lower a foe's fire defense. It's okay, and not something I generally go out of the way for. I will switch out that for that, and then maybe put in Searing Lash again. Actually, no, I have enough of those. I want to put in Fire Pillar. But you want to come back here because... There we go. This is where the hidden chest is for this level. And we get Award Gear. So, Award Gear is similar to the Barrier Gear, kind of. Basically, instead of physical defense, it will raise your elemental defense when your health drops below 30%. Yeah, I mean, both of them are nice, I suppose, but they're not really something I go out of my way for. Okay. So we got, like, 2 tome boss here, so... Okay, I really don't want to fight these guys right now, but we have to do it anyway. And it's 4 enemies, oh my gosh. Okay, I'll see you guys after this fight, and maybe you'll hear how terrible I am after my reaction. Anyway, see you all then. Okay, we're cutting back in very quickly. So, one of these tome bosses is gonna blow up on us, so if you do get in that situation, then I would say just make sure you have your defenses up because it's a physical attack, I'm pretty sure. And, oh my gosh. And just try to have Copernicus' barrier up so that way you can at least minimize the damage. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys after this again. Okay, we're back. That actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't too fun either, though, to be honest. But oh well. Are we there yet? The tracks! They're all over the place! What a mess! Perhaps we should split up? Each on their own, in the middle of nowhere. I vote for strength in numbers. I vote for making camp here while you two go follow those tracks. Strength and peace and quiet. I vote for asking the stranger in the cage who saw which way they went. And I vote for... Hey! Trying to sneak up on us, huh? Of course, me and my cage, not to mention this heavy contraption bolted on the tree here. We have been pursuing you for hours. Huh. Who are you, and why are you in there? Cutting right to the chase. The name is Auric, at your humble service. And, well... let's just say an argument ended on a rather bad note. Don't worry about it. On a bad note? Must have been a heck of a tune to leave you locked up like some jailbird. I've seen you somewhere before. Yaha! Of course! The book! You're in the book! The Hero's Handbook! Look, I've got it right here! Oh, that was ages ago. Nothing to talk about. Really. Nothing to talk about? You're Auric, the legendary sidekick to Gilgamech, the true ancient hero. The book is full of stories about you two, like the one where... Now I'm blushing. But yes, the one and the same. Forgive me for not getting up. On that note, you wouldn't mind getting me out of here, would you? Oh, of course! Let me just... Hold up. Before we do anything rash, let's stop for a second and consider the facts here. We've just met a masked stranger in the middle of nowhere in a cage. What if this caged stranger, and I stress the word caged, whom we've just met, is in cahoots with that army? Did I mention that I saw where that army went? They dragged a big cage north through that arch and into a cave. Though I wouldn't recommend a group as inexperienced as yours to go after such an intimidating horde. Either way, they locked up the cave, and the guard with the keychain went off the other way past my charming cage to the south. Coincidentally, the keychain also holds the key to this cage that is keeping yours truly under wraps. If you're going after the army, you'll need those keys one way or the other. Once you have it, I would very much appreciate if you let me out. Count on us! We'll get the keys and be back here in a heartbeat! What do you say? The guard with the keychain went past me into the cell. I'm sure you can still catch him. I have so many questions for you. Like, let's see. If you don't mind, could we save that for when I've escaped this contraption? Alright. It's a pretty that's what I mean before about, like, design. It's like, there's so many interesting designs for characters in this game. It's pretty cool, actually. Let's just break all this bramble. That's just kind of here for whatever reason, I suppose. If this was the soldier guarding the key, then this is a dead end. There's signs of struggle here, and other smaller footsteps leading in the direction of that cavern. Nosing around footprints all day sure is fun. Mom will be pleased to find out her son's practicing to be a podiatrist. As long as it gets you out of that basement, I'm sure she'll... After friendly banter, our hero decided to cast aside their weariness to instead follow this new lead. So let's head on into it. And now I guess we're kind of like in part 2 of the level, so to speak. Okay, I never got that. How's there? There's like a keychain on the door, but like it's not locked. I mean, I don't get it. Hey there, sneaking-looking coglin, whose footsteps suspiciously match the ones we're following? Intruders! I won't let you steal my honestly stolen treasures! That's a nice wave dash there. You wouldn't happen to have found the keychain on that corpse outside, would you? He, tripped on my sword, and I took the keychain fair and square. It's what he would have wanted. It must be valuable with so many people after it, so I think I'll keep it. Yeah! Open this gate and get us the keys, you gimp-hooded kleptomaniac! Well, it was nice dungeon crawling with you guys. See you back in the village. Nice try, homebuddy. Now let's refocus from brawn to brains and look around for some other way around the gate. Like this narrow passage here. This is just like a chapter in the hero's handbook where Gilgamech fought his way through a labyrinth of... Let's refocus while quiet. Alright, so this is basically part 2 of the level, basically. And so you get a new statue of Gilgamech today you can restore your health in. And as you progress through this cave section, feel free to use it pretty liberally, I would say. I'll explain later. I'll see you guys after this, though. Okay, and we're back. And, oh, great. Okay, and we're gone. Okay, and we're back, and we leveled up. Okay, so... First is a chest. That contains 500 gold pieces. Oh, actually, that'll be pretty useful for in a moment. Anyway, what I meant by you can be pretty liberal with the use of the Gilgamech statue is, you see, we open up the gate, and we can get back to the statue, and because we got that chest, we don't have to worry about going into that room in the bottom anymore. So you're pretty free to use it. It's almost like they kind of knew this chapter would be a bit more on the annoying side, but yeah. Anyway, let's head on up. So anyway, I guess, how are you all doing? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. It's not even late at night, I don't know why I'm so tired even. Anyway, well I guess I'll see you guys after this fight against the Court Sar, or however you pronounce it. Okay, and we're back. So, I don't know, how are you all doing? I'm gonna keep on talking anyway. So how are you all doing? Because, oh my gosh. And we're back, and wow, we just keep on leveling up like crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so first we're gonna want to come back down here because we can unlock this gate, and then we can run all the way back to the statue of Gilgamech to heal. Like, that's once again what I mean by, like, you should be very liberal with using it when you unlock the next section of the gate. Just because they're very generous with it. Like I said, it almost feels like they knew, to some extent, that this level wasn't as good, so to speak, so they kind of compensated with these kind of, like, nice accessibility of the statue of Gilgamech. That's just my opinion on it. But anyway, come up here for another chest, which I'll, there we go. See you guys afterwards. Alright, and we're back. And looks like we got a Silver Bracer. Silver Bracer will increase your health by 35% even. I guess we'll switch hers out for that, and then we can give... There we go. That's what we'll go for. Actually, I may want to put that on our melee later. I'll think about it in a moment. Anyway, now that we got our chest, let's actually come back here. And so, I'm gonna cut 1 second because I'm gonna go run to the statue of Gilgamech and be right back. Alright, I'm back, so let's keep on going, shall we? Ah, King Algiron. The Hero's Handbook has a chart over every single chain net. Of course it has. You think that Coglin Crook stole this too? That, or he's awful at redecorating. Anyway, come up here, and look where we show up. So come right here, come to the left, and here's the shop again. So that's a bit of a shortcut to get back there, which, you know, I, as usual, recommend when you go and, go before you do the boss fight. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'll see you guys after this fight. Okay, no we're not, because we got a new enemy. I completely forgot about it. Let me just set up first. There we go, and... yeah, sure, there we go. Why shouldn't I find him a better threat? Okay, anyway, we have a new enemy. Yagran Glow. Has 530 health, 42 strength, 42 magic, resist fire, weak to thunder, and this is like the first enemy that has like immunity to something. It's immune to being burned, which is a status effect akin to poison. Anyway, its one attack is Sludge, which is an ice magic attack that also lowers defense. And hopefully he'll use the other move soon. Let's see. Do that. Okay, there we go. You know, something about, like, the Yagran Glow, I kind of like their design. I know they're, like, gelatinous ooze, but something about them, like, really looks cool. Because, like, if you look inside its model, you can kind of see, like, liquid bubbling up inside of it. I like that attention to detail. But anyway, its other attack is Slime Sword, which is just a physical attack. Okay, we will do that. And there we go. Yeah, speaking of design, one thing I've always wondered is, as you see from the Corsairs and those other enemies that look like them in the previous chapter, they have, like, that pelt on their back. I've always wondered, is that cat-like thing on their back, is it, like, to some degree alive? Because, like, its eyes are, like, open and, like, it's, like, kind of staring at your soul, so to speak. So I always just kind of, like, wonder that, like, is that thing alive and it's just, like, staring at me? Or, like, is it just dead staring at me, which I guess isn't much better either. Alright, nice. Crit. Well, technically could resist, but still. Let's just see that we're starting to get some crits coming into the game. So we probably already had a crit, I just never noticed it beforehand. Okay, what are we working with? We'll do this, and there we go. This, and this. I know I'm kind of overthinking it because he has such low health, but I still like to think about it, because, you know, you never know when things go wrong. But there we go. Alright, let's keep on going. And we got another one, so I'll see you guys after this. And we're back, and we leveled up again. What is that, like 3 or 4 in just 1 episode so far? That's pretty good. Alright, and come down here, and these should be the last 2 chests for the level. We get regeneration. Oh yeah, so regeneration does this that for 3 turns you'll regenerate some health. And Blizzard, we finally get another ice card. Like seriously, where was that the whole time? Or sorry, Frost. Basically, Blizzard is a ice magic attack that will hit all foes, but also slightly damage you, which I don't get. I mean, I get why it's like a Blizzard, yeah, but like, ice already doesn't have much going for it. It's like, why do you need to put more stipulations on it? But anyway, here we are at the final statue of Gilgamech. Beyond here is the boss. So, like I say, I recommend you go to the shop, which is what I'm going to be doing. And I'm also going to be rearranging my deck. So I'll see you guys after I do all that, and then I'll explain everything to you all. See ya! Alright, hello everyone, I'm back. So, from the store, I bought the Leaf Fossil, which provides 10% health and nullifies poison. I also bought the Bandage Wraps, which provide 10% health and null bleed. And I also got Galio's weapon, Hydro Gloves, which gives Water Jet and some other stat boosts. In terms of deck, only thing I got was Galio's Provoke. And so, when it comes to the loadout, I'm going to be coming in with this for Armely, this for Copernica, and this for Galio. Okay. Nah, man, I'm not looking forward to this boss fight, actually, but let's get into it, I suppose.
Impossible! How did you losers get all the way here? Don't think I'll give up this precious keychain so easily.
Having cornered the cloaked kidnapper, our hero psyched up for a fight.
You really thought I'd let myself get snared in my own den? Come here, puppy!
Ooh, that kind of hurt my voice.
Now that's a good pup!
Alright, time for the next boss fight of the game against Keymaster Cleon, I think it's pronounced anyway, and his puppy. So anyway, for Keymaster... did I look good out? Yeah, I think that should be good enough. Okay, anyway, for Keymaster Cleon, he has 1,150 health, 45 strength, 45 magic, and that's it. For Puppy, he has 1,650 health, 45 strength, 45 magic. So, Cleon has Fierce Screech, which will lower all defenses by 1 stage, and can also, can lower all defenses by 1 stage, and it has Double Trouble, which is a physical attack that hits twice and can cause bleed. Okay. So why I wanted to have Provoke on... I don't like this hand. Come on! What's with this terrible hand? Okay, we'll do Fire Bash to set up Copernicus for next turn, I suppose. So anyway, why I wanted to have Provoke on Galio is because of Keymaster Cleon, because of the bleed, you take damage every time you do an attack with bleed. Hence, if you don't attack, you can't suffer from the bleed effect. And that's why I put Poison Resist on Galio, so that way I don't have to worry about that either. See, you gotta be tactical. Anyway, my gosh, my hand is terrible. Can I just say that right now? Okay, well, inflict poison... Okay, we'll just spend the turn to build up some steam, I guess. Is this good? And then I guess we could do, Mana Barrier on Galio, since he's taking the brunt of it for us. There we go. But anyway, in terms of strategy, I prefer focusing Galio on being the tank. Armely's focused on attack, and Copernica is mainly going to be focused on shielding. But I also brought in some fire for her, just because of, I want to have some extra damage dealing. overall though, you should go for Keymaster Cleedon first, in my opinion. Just because I find him to be the bigger threat because he can inflict bleed and poison on the party. Gosh, I'm getting some terrible draws right now. It's actually pretty sad. What am I want to do here? We'll do that. And I guess I'll have Copernicus focus. Wait, hold on. Let me see. How many more turns on fire? It's about to go away, gosh. Fine, we'll do a fire pillar just to take advantage of that fire boost. Anyway, so I didn't have a chance to talk about Puppy yet. So Puppy has, as we already saw, Overhead Smash, which we already explained. He has... Okay, going back to Cleaner for 1 second. He has Smoke Evade, which raises defense by 5 stages, raises evasion by 5 stages, rather, which is a really annoying move, I must say. I just want to put the, I want to get the shield up at least, so we're gonna do that. There we go. Anyway, Puppy has Overhead Smash, which you already explained. He has Chow Down, which heals him for a bit, and will also allow him some regeneration. And it's because of that you also want to focus on Cleedon first, so you don't have to worry about the two of them attacking you simultaneously. Anyway, he also has Earthshake, which is a hit-off physical attack that also causes recoil for your side of the party. It's like Blizzard, basically. He has Tenacity, which was already explained, and he also has Fortify, which is a... Hold on. Which is a passive... Which is a passive card that activates at 50% health that will increase his defense by 3 stages. And so yeah, there we go. You know, hopefully I'm not jinxing myself, but so far the fight's going better than I thought it was. Because I know this was the first fight that, like, actually gave me trouble. Captain Canary was annoying, but he didn't, like, actually give me trouble. This is the first fight I would say where it's like... This was, like, the first fight I would say I actually had a bit of trouble. But so far, things are looking pretty good. Let's see. We're gonna go for... So, Victory, Heroic. I don't want to waste Fiery Bash, but I think I don't have much of a choice in it. Just because I want to get the Lacerate off on Puppy now that Keymash is going to go down. And I guess to kind of like help soothe your soul, you don't have to worry about there ever being like an enemy that can revive scrapped foes. Because an enemy disappears immediately after being scrapped, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh man, because I know in some RPGs and JRPGs, it can be pretty annoying when you have like an enemy who can constantly be reviving other opponents. So luckily that isn't here though. So you kind of see what I mean by like the Super Soaker and Water Gun combo that works out. Just because you can take advantage of the immediate ice weakness you literally just put on him. But yeah, wow. I know I keep on saying it, but like I really am surprised about how well this fight's going. It's like what I mentioned with Captain Canary. It's like once you really get a feel for the mechanics of the game, you can really like, you know, talk the talk and walk the walk, so to speak, with the game. Okay, we're gonna do it to Victory, Fiery, yeah, we'll do Fiery Bash, get rid of Sting Punch, Provoke, I'll keep that out. I don't think we're gonna need a mend this fight, and get rid of Heroic Strike for me. Oh yeah, okay, I think next turn would be a pretty good draw, or not draw, but like, pretty good play. Because on the next turn, with the Fire Weakness, it looks like I have 2 Fire Pillars in my deck, which would be good. If I can even draw a 3rd one, which I don't remember if it's in the roll, but still. Okay, this is also pretty annoying. He regenerates a lot of health with his Chow Down. Like it's like 100 per turn, and with someone with that much health, that's a bit much in my opinion. But oh well. Don't need that. Should I focus on the poison or let's see here? No, we're gonna restore our shield, because it's probably gonna go... I think it's probably gonna go away in 1 more turn anyway. So let's take advantage of that fire weakness though. And barrier field at least. There is a point to doing a barrier field, even if they have even if you have a full barrier field, just because it at least restores the counter of the time of it. I don't need that. Provoke, poison, and sure, let's get one more fire pillar in before it goes away, just to do some damage. Alright, yeah. This feels pretty good. Oh my gosh. Look at how much defense he's racked up, though. Like, 5 stages of defense. That's crazy right there. I mean, my physical attack's gonna do such a pitiful amount of damage, it seems like. Yeah, look at that. Like, it's over half of what it's supposed to be. The estimate, anyway. But at least we're getting poison and bleed off on him, which can't be, rather, bleed can be resisted, which is kind of odd. Or, no, wait. No, it's one over the other. It's either poison or bleed that can be resisted by an opponent. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, though. Which one is it, actually? It'll probably be something I have to check the compendium for later. Okay. Oh, we're out of provokes, actually. Okay. Well, we're going to do another attack phase. Okay, actually, he only has bleed on now, so let's see which one it actually does. Okay, we're getting pretty close, but that regeneration is gonna really count, tick back up for him now. Okay, so yeah, bleed is the one that you can resist with a physical boost. Okay, we're gonna put up a new shield, and there we go. I never talked about the boss music yet. This boss theme I'm not too crazy about, but that's just because I really don't like electric guitars that much. There really isn't much you can do to make me like them unless you're like really good at making music, which I'm not saying like the developers aren't good at making music, or the composer rather, but just couldn't do it for me. Oh well. Anyway, there we go. Punch up again. Super Soaker. And Water Jet. And maybe the bleed. Oh my, come on, stop spamming that. Oh, he's dragging out the fight way too much. Okay, no, we're going to poison him, and then do that. Just because I want to keep, apparently I have to keep on chipping away on him because he wants to keep on spamming regeneration's effect. Okay, if the poison damage is applied first, I think he should go down from that. There we go. Oh boy. Oh man, wow, we're so close to a level up. But at least we got a lot of money out of it. Phew, all that running around just to get that keychain. You know, it'd be funny if we just found the keychain, but there were literally no keys on it, because they keep on mentioning the keychain, but they never mention the keys. Having vanquished the tot-sized terror and his pup, our heroes return to the cage triumphantly with prize in hand. Just don't start rhyming, okay? Ooh. And there you go. That's 100% for this chapter. After a captivating meeting, our budding liberators proceed on the quest to free the guild heroes. But that will be a story for next time. See you all then.